I want to get absolutely shredded, and this is the exact plan that I've been using. For the past 3 weeks, I have been on a mission to get shredded for my wedding, which may seem like I've got plenty of time, but realistically I don't. The latest that I can get a suit made for me is going to be September. And in case I need to make alterations, which hopefully I do by all the muscle I pack on after this diet, will be October. So I got to get in shape immediately. For the past 2 years, I haven't really been focusing on my own fitness. I moved to Australia, me and the missus. We've been living our best lives. When I first moved over here, I was working a corporate job, PT manager. I'm managing another gym because I just wanted a bit of a break from personal training. I've been doing it for so long, can't lie, my head was a little bit melted with it. However, as the saying goes, distance makes the heart grow, and within 3 or 4 months I was back PTing again. But realistically, I've been focusing on getting some roots set up in Australia, trying to get ourselves set up so we can have a nice life here long term, focusing on my business. And to be honest, I've just been enjoying myself. Like me and my missus, we wouldn't have done too much fun things back home in Ireland. We would have just worked a lot, which was brilliant for business, but it's not great for the relationship. Not to say our relationship was bad, but we made a promise to each other when we first moved over here that we were going to make an effort to do more things, do more touristy things, more fun things. My first year here, I did put on a little bit of weight. It was the first time I'd ever been fat since I was a youngster. Bit of a belly, too much pints, too much pizzas, too much fun. And I tried the whole sustainable approach to fat loss. It doesn't really work for me. It works if you want to get in a little bit of shape, a little bit of muscle definition. That doesn't excite me. I want to get absolutely shredded. And this is the exact plan that I've been using. For the training, I've kept it nice and simple. We're doing legs, push, pull, arms and abs, and then I gotta take a rest. Every 4 days, I gotta take a non-negotiable rest day because I've realized I am 34. I'm not in my mid-20s anymore. And if I neglect my recovery, my body is gonna send me a bill that I will not be able to avoid paying. It's called age. And then we'll just rinse and repeat. That'll be 1 day off or 2 days off. It just depends on how busy work is. For my cardio, I started off with 25 minutes on the Stairmaster. Low intensity, steady state. I nearly said treadmill there. The Stairmaster is barely moving. However, it's working for me. And over the last couple of weeks, we've creeped that up. So now I'm doing 35 minutes on the Stairmaster, 6 days a week. For my diet, I'll split it into 2 days, training day and rest day. It might be easier if I just pop the diets up on the screen so you can screenshot them if you like. I know that's a pretty big deficit. However, we've got to take it into consideration. I haven't been bodybuilding in the last 4 years. I haven't been dieting in the last 3 or 4 years, especially since I came to Sydney. So it's safe to say that my macros and my calorie intake was all over the place. I had tidied it up a little bit, but things have totally changed. I'm not as physically active. Where I used to do a lot of boxing sessions and a lot of pad sessions with my clients, I'm not doing that anymore. My shoulders, my joints, my back, my body's just letting me down a little bit, so I can't afford to get injured. That's why I am a lot more sedentary as a PT. Therefore, I can get away with a slightly deeper deficit to help me lose some fat faster. And so far, it is working for me. Things are moving very smoothly. They say abs are made in the kitchen. I don't 100% agree with that. I think it's a combination of your training, nutrition, cardio, and your recovery, especially when you hit the 30s. So far, I'm down just over 5 kilo, but for you Americans, that'll be just over 11 pounds in 3 weeks. It seems like a lot, but it's because I'm locked in. This means a lot to me. And if you're interested, please follow along, and hopefully you can get absolutely T-bone shredded as well.